Hey y'all. Well, in the advent of Project Pan and frugality, I have not done like an official movement or announcement video into being someone who's being more frugal or trying to do Project Pan. For anyone unfamiliar, I have been really big on like the de-influencing side of the internet, where we are anti-consumerism, we are reusing things that we have, we are using things until they need to be repaired, and then we repair them instead of getting a new thing. So today I also have a first installment of a series I want to start doing, which is showing you all of my empties, which I know might be counterintuitive because a lot of this is like plastic and stuff that'll have to just get thrown out. But the intention is for me mentally to use what I have. And before I go and buy 30 different body washes or whatever it be, just know that I already have stuff at my apartment that I can use. This has also made me more mindful of using my products more often, so it's also like a little bit of a self-care thing for me of I am now aware that I have 20 lotions sitting around my house, so it inspires me to use them more often and not just let them collect dust and then see some at the store and feel tempted to buy those. So this is really just me working through my collection of beauty and hygiene and household products, and I wanted to share with you what I finished off this month or the last couple of months. Some of this stuff I've had sitting around for a while because like Lush, for instance, will let you bring back old empty products to trade in for like a face mask or something. So some of these I've been holding on to because of recycling programs like that, but others I have just put aside because I wanted to show you all of the things that I have gone through recently, whether I would repurchase them. Without further ado, let's dive into that. And I know this is my second video all about like decluttering and being more mindful about consuming, so hopefully this is not a series that you mind me continuing to touch on. And if you haven't seen my previous video where I decluttered like 500 plus household items, I will link that everywhere. I have a massive paper bag full of stuff, so I'm just gonna grab and start going. So first, I went through several laundry items. If you're new to my channel, I became quite a couponer last year, so I had a big Dollar General phase where I would go and get things for just a couple of dollars. And a lot of these things are things I would never normally purchase, but one of the things I finally finished that I've been working on for like a year is this Downy Rinse and Refresh, which is technically like a fabric softener, but it's more so just for smelly. That's like the only utility is odor, whatever. I love the scent of this. It's like lavender, but very like, I don't know if this makes sense, but like a laundry lavender. It was very pleasant. This is usually like $15 and I got it for like $3. I don't know that I'd buy it again full price, and I don't know that it made that much of a difference in my clothes, but for the price that I got it at, I really enjoyed using this, and it does smell really, really good. I would repurchase this if there was another good coupon deal on it, and I'm sad that it's gone because I was rationing this for the longest time. It's great. On that note is one of my favorite scents of fabric softener. So this is the Snuggle Island Hibiscus and Rainflower. I love this scent. I always couponed this whenever we had a Snuggle coupon because it's just my favorite. So I, again, have been rationing and working on this bottle for years. Not years, months. It's just so fruity and nice. I 100% would repurchase this again. I probably will at some point in the future. For the longest time when I was struggling with finances, I only used detergent and dryer sheets, and that was it. So it feels like a luxury to have scented things and softener again in my laundry, even if I'm only buying them when I can coupon them. On that note is also the scent booster beads that were in the same Snuggle scent. These were actually on clearance, and then it was half off clearance. This smells different in bead form. I used it because it was cheap and I had it, but I don't think I would purchase these again even if they were half off of half of clearance. And I know scent beads aren't great for your washing machine. Did it make that much of a difference? Not really, but I much prefer the scent and the softener than the beads. And finally, I don't know why all of my laundry products all corresponded to be used up in the beginning of this year, but I also finished out a box or container of OxiClean. This is like a double wide one, 5 pounds of OxiClean, and this is also in the odor blaster like purple variety. I am a huge fan of OxiClean. As someone who is very prone to spilling, I use this in every single load of laundry that I do. I feel like it makes a difference. I notice that it like really lightens certain stains. Hi Gordo. He's like, speaking of being a messy eater, Hi, buddy. So I definitely repurchased this, but I got my next one from Aldi, and it's like the regular yellow kind. Gordo, this is not appropriate. Thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Now, I don't know. I know when people usually talk about empties, they just do beauty products, but I did a big collection of things, so my next category is teas, because I have a lot of tea. Like, let me prove. I have a lot of tea. This is a container that's in my pantry that I touch like once a month, if that. I'm a non-coffee drinker, so I'm making it my mission to make my way through more of my teas. So I have 3 containers that I finished out at the beginning of this year. The first one is actually one that I got when I went to London. That's a special like coronation of the king from Fortnum & Mason. And this is pineapple and coconut tea that I really did not like. It smells fabulous. Also, this is just the prettiest, fanciest container. I did not like this as a hot tea though. I'm not a fan of fruity hot teas, which I guess I didn't realize until after I tried this, but I put it over ice. Sorry, British people. But as a Texan girl, that made it work a lot better for me. So I'm probably gonna end up keeping this container as well, just for it's beautiful and good memories of the time I went to London. In addition, I have 2 little packs of teas that I got from a local shop near where my aunt and uncle live in Colorado. But one of them was a mango oolong tea, which I know I just said I don't like fruit tea, but I actually did enjoy this one. So maybe oolong is a different story than, is this black tea? I actually really liked this. It was super sweet without needing much sweetener. Thumbs up from me. The other one is almond sugar cookie black tea, which I'm a huge fan of almond flavor, so I thought this would be really up my alley, but it was okay. I actually had the last of this morning, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I would repurchase that. It's one of those things where it smells so good. I want this in a perfume. All right, now diving deep into beauty and hygiene. I will start out with some hygiene things. So first of all, I finished out this tube of toothpaste. When I tell you for like 2 weeks I was squeezing the last droplets out, it is like crunched. This is the Colgate Optic White Stain Fighter. Again, this was a coupon pick for me. I have no brand allegiance to Colgate. It was fine. It was a very mild toothpaste. So if you don't like, you know, the mouth burningness of super minty toothpaste, then you might be into this brand. I wouldn't repurchase this specifically unless I was couponing it again. Also, I finished out another tube of the Degree Clinical Protection 72-hour antiperspirant. Yes, I'm showing deodorant in my empties, but if I could open the lid of this and scrape out the sides of it, I would. In the last couple years, I had to make the switch to clinical protection deodorant, which makes me feel like a stinky ass bitch. Because normal stick deodorant, it's just not doing it for me anymore. But this is a brand that my mom gifted this to me, and I discovered it works really well. So I've been shelling out like the $10 that these are, but I've definitely repurchased this. I don't know what scent this green one is. There's a couple different scents. It's very neutral. It just kind of smells like deodorant. But yeah, that is now the brand that I repurchased because I know that it works and I don't feel like testing anything else. Hi, Rosie! What empties do you have this month? She's like, I would like to empty your body of its organs for holding me. Okay, I'll put you down. Oh, shit. Okay, well that was karma for holding her. My sweater got the hell scratched out of it. Anyway, the other thing that I'm swapping out this month, it's not so much an empty, but I think she's at the end of her lifespan, is I like to use these bar soap holders from Dollar Tree, which is why it's in this video, because it's so cheaply made. But I use the Dial, I use an antibacterial soap, but I put it in a soap holder. This one has just fallen apart, as you can see, and it was really hard to use, so I'm gonna replace this with something a bit more substantial. This is making me so aware of how much plastic I send to landfills, but oops. All right, in the vein of hygiene, I'm also gonna be getting rid of my 5-year-old wet brush at this point. I got a replacement for Christmas, which is a great time to refresh your house. Get rid of the old, bring in the new. This one, like the design is pretty much worn off. Sorry, Anna and Elsa. Also, all the bristles are like bent. And there's a crack here. So every time I brush my hair, I'm scared it's gonna break, because do you see that? I have a new one. It's time. All right, I'll do some household things next so we can finish off on beauty because I know that's the most exciting part. But I have 3 candles that I burned through this month. I do have a cat with asthma, so I'm not supposed to be burning candles, but I do enjoy a bath with candlelight so I can read and listen to music. So finished 3 candles. This one was a Shatter Me candle that I actually got from a book box that I ordered. And this is very pleasant. It's like a sandalwood situation. Would I repurchase this? Probably not, but it was from a small shop that I'm happy to support. wickandfable.com. This one was pleasant, small but mighty. I also got this one as a gift from an intern, funnily enough, the other year for my job. It kind of smells like nothing. I don't mind that. I'm sure my cat with asthma didn't mind it. This did provide me some good candlelight to read by, so appreciate her. The container is cute, so I'm tempted to reuse this for something, so maybe I'll freeze it and get all the extra wax out, but cute little decor piece. And then I have one Bath & Body Works candle. This is the Tree Farm scent, so I burned this around Christmas time. And this, I hope that they bring this candle back and I can purchase another one because I've been burning this in this apartment every winter since I moved in here, so for about 5 years, and this reminds me of Christmases in this apartment specifically. So I know the olfactory sense is the most tied to memory, and this makes me feel very nostalgic and just cozy and grateful for my place. Also, I finished a Mrs. Meyer's hand soap. This is the lavender scent I got from TJ Maxx discounted. I always rotate my soaps, so I have a couple of winter and fall scents and a couple of spring summer scents, so I'll put them in my bathroom closet and kind of rotate them out. So it's been a couple years. It doesn't have the year I bought this on the tag, but it's still there from TJ Maxx. I finally finished this. It's definitely been a minute, and I think I had this one in my kitchen, but I adore the Mrs. Meyer's scents. Again, it's like the laundry detergent. It's lavender scented, but there's like an elevation to it that it's just bright, and it's almost like lavender lemon. This gives off kitchen hand soap energy, if that even makes sense. And finally, this one's kind of stupid, but I just wanted to nod to it, but one of my empties is a CVS pill container because I got on antidepressants at the end of last year, and now I have a bunch of these empty ones laying around. Shout out Zoloft gang. Oh, I lied, one more household thing. I had this mini lint roller in my desk at work that finally ran out of pads. I don't even remember where I got this from, but anytime I'd wear black, I would just be like, oh, there's cat hair everywhere, do one of these. Enjoyed that. It's a very fun mind break from answering emails. Probably won't repurchase. Okay, and with that, I have a ton of beauty items to end us off on. So first of all, this is a bit more hygiene than beauty, but I finished out my bedhead duo of shampoo and conditioner and the Moisture Maniac scent. My thing about shampoo and conditioner is that I don't notice when it's good, but I notice if it's bad. And this is a variety. This is, I think, my first time using it. I had no complaints. The smell is pretty neutral, just kind of smells like shampoo. I liked it. So I guess that means it was fine, but this was a Christmas present. I just requested anything that helps defrizz my mane. I don't know that I'd be running to the store to repurchase these, but I'm not mad that I tried them. I'll go through my Lush products now because I kind of teased that I had those, but this is a can of Rose Argan, which is a body conditioner. So I use this like after I antibacterial soap, then good smelly soap, then body conditioner. And this is described as like a rose scent, I believe. Does it say on here what the notes are? Argan oil, butter, and goji berry juice. I think it's supposed to smell like rose. To me, this smells like cinnamon rolls, and I don't know why. And I might be the only person who interprets this smell as cinnamon rolls, but I love the feel of this. I love the smell of it. It is so luxurious. I absolutely will be repurchasing this. It is just expensive. I lean on getting this as a gift, which is a very rare treat. It smells like cinnamon rolls. I don't know why. Next, I finished out a little pot of Sleepy body lotion from Lush, which again is lavender. I didn't realize that I was such a lavender girl. I also have another thing that's lavender to talk about after this, but this is just a body lotion that I would put on at night after I shower. I love using lavender at night, and I'm a night showerer, so those two things go along well. When this ran out, I also poured in the last of my Hemp's lotion, which is in like the pineapple scent, and I love that Hemp's lotion. So this smells more like pineapple than it does lavender. The Sleepy lavender lotion, I don't think I would repurchase. It's just a bit generic for me. There's other scents that I enjoy more. I like the lavender. I have the same Sleepy lavender scent and body wash, and I think I'll keep using that for sure. On the other hand, the Hemp's pineapple or melon, whatever it is, lotion, I would absolutely repurchase because it is just so bright and so in your face fruity. Even smelling it in this pot, I'm like, yeah, I need to repurchase that once I finish all my other lotions because that would be a go-to for me. Speaking of lavender, this looks like a bag of shit, but one of my Christmas presents from my sister was she got me a bath bomb that then becomes like an aromatic that you hang in your shower. So this was a lavender bath bomb. It was very pretty, enjoyed that. However, I found that this did nothing for me other than it looks like I had a little sack of shit hanging by my shower head. I never noticed any scent coming from this. I mean, it smells like it when I leave it this close to my nose, but as you've seen, I have other lavender products, so I felt no need to hold on to this. Another product I was working on for years that I finally finished was my Snow Fairy lip jelly, and this is, I guess, a dupe of the Laneige lip mask. I licked this dry pretty much. Snow Fairy is like a very sugary cotton candy kind of scent from Lush. It's very popular, I think, even in the winter time, but I would keep this on my desk before I was doing my makeup, while I was doing my makeup, while I was working from home. I've had this since like Christmas of 2022 or 2023. Finally finished her out. I definitely would repurchase this one. Even though I'm not a huge fan of lip stuff that you dip a finger into, I loved the smell of this. If I put it on, it stayed on for a while. It's one you can layer up to be thick, which is one of my favorite things about lip products. Was a big fan of this, and I definitely would like to get my hands on that again. It just takes forever to finish. I also finished out one of these CoverGirl Clean Matte foundations in the shade Ivory because I'm pale. Anyway, I definitely couponed this. This is not a typical go-to for foundation for me. I like very full coverage foundations, and for something that I got for like $2 couponing this, I surprisingly kind of liked this. It was very easy to use. I could just throw it on in the morning. It blended well with other products. It was buildable, so I wouldn't say like it wasn't too sheer, but definitely not as full coverage as I typically prefer. I was just surprised that for this being a very cheap and I guess popular or old option at the drugstore, like I was surprised at how much I was digging this. So this is the second bottle that I'd ever bought of this because I've couponed it before. I would coupon it again. Would I pay full price? Probably not. But yeah, I would recommend this. It was fine. It's just really annoying to get the last of it out because there's no pump or anything. I can still see some dried at the bottom. Next, I finished out a Bath & Body Works hand sanitizer. This is in the scent Pink Peach Blossom. This was sitting on my desk at work, so I used this anytime before going to lunch or if I was bored, you know. And as the scent name suggests, it's just peachy and light, so I really liked this. I don't know that I'd go back to the store specifically for this scent, but I enjoyed it. I also finished out, and this is from a while ago, I've just held on to this bottle because I heard you can get refills discounted if you hold on to it, but this is the L'Occitane Almond Shower Oil. We've already talked about how much I love almond, so this was a obvious add to wish list for me. I got this for Christmas. I don't know that I use this the correct way. I kind of use it like the shower conditioner where at the end of washing, you put this on as like a finisher. I don't know. I love the scent of it. I think almond is so cozy. Actually, now that I'm smelling it again, there is like an old lady soapiness to it. I'm so sorry if you love this and you love L'Occitane. Shelby is an example of someone who I accidentally roasted because I said that their stuff kind of smells like grandma. The feel of this is pretty luxurious. Like you can lather it and it's like slippy and slidey. Whatever, I'm starting to sound sexual with it. I've held on to this in case I want to get a refill. Like I'm kind of on the fence about if I really loved it or not. I definitely would prefer a Lush body conditioner over this, but it made my shower feel a bit elevated. I felt fancy. So this is a sad one, but I again have been working on this bottle since I got it for Christmas like 2 years ago, and it finally happened. This is the Sleepy Body Spray Twilight from Lush. This is like the same thing as the Sleepy lotion. It is lavender and tonka, which I don't know what that means, but it's very incensey, if that makes sense. I'm so bad at describing smells, so that probably means absolutely nothing to you. The one thing I think of when I smell this is one time I put it on before I left to go somewhere, and I was walking down the stairs at my apartment, and a woman passed me and went, "Oh, you smell good, I love your perfume." So I was like, "Thank you, it's Twilight." But again, this is lavender, so I would spray it on at night before going to bed. I would spray this in the day. It's like a daytime perfume. I found that this one had a lot of lasting power, especially if you sprayed it on your clothes. I really enjoyed this one. I did get one compliment from that woman on it. The scent of it is a little bit confronting, so I don't know that I would use this outside of like the body wash that I currently have. I am sad that it's gone. So maybe that means I would repurchase or reuse it, but man, that was just such a signature nighttime scent for me for so long. I also finished out this little compact of like star face acne patches. This is a complete gimmick. These are the acne patches that are star shaped, and they did absolutely nothing for me. The shape of them was so stupid. They didn't stay on. Any other acne patch I would take off and notice a difference, and these made no difference on my face. So if you want to use acne patches for fashion, go for these. If you need something that works, avoid. But I do like how this has like a reusable packaging, and it has a mirror inside there, so I'm gonna hold on to this and maybe put like band-aids or something in it, or use it as a compact. Don't purchase these otherwise. One more thing I had sitting at my desk at work is this Dream Bright hand cream that my grandma gifted me. I didn't realize this until recently. I also had a hand sanitizer in this set, and I brought that to work whenever my peach one ran out, and every time I smell that, I go, ooh, it smells like work. Cause like I associated this with like being at my desk. I put this on after I used like hand soap in the bathroom there because it makes my hands dry. It took me a while to finish this. The formula of it is like not great. It does absorb fast, but I don't notice that it like makes my hands significantly softer or last for a long time. So the only thing that really sticks with you is the scent, and it's okay. It's nice, but again, I wouldn't be going into Bath & Body Works just to go after this scent again. So I appreciate that gift, but it's over and done with, so unless I get re-gifted it, I don't see it coming back into my life. And to close this out, oh my god, this was so much shit. I just have like 3 samples of things that I tried. Actually, this one's not a sample. It was just a sheet mask from Burt's Bees. I'm so bad at remembering to do these. It's a calming sheet mask, rose scented. This just felt like a gimmick. It did absolutely nothing. So if you want to do self-care for the placebo effect of self-care of like, oh my god, look at me in my mask, oh, this is so great, sure, buy this, but I feel like it did absolutely nothing other than make my face cold. I also tried a conditioning hair mask from Averani. I'd never done a hair mask before. I honestly wasn't sure how to use it. Instructions weren't that thorough. So I did shampoo, I did the mask, and then I washed the mask out and got out of the shower. Am I supposed to recondition my hair after I do a conditioner mask? Because I didn't, and I felt like my hair wasn't that different. It was softer, but I wish that I had used another conditioner after because it just didn't feel fully conditioned. Does that make sense? I don't know if that means it totally failed at its job, but this wasn't it for me. I wasn't very impressed. And because I wanted to see if it made a difference, I didn't put any of my normal curl cream or anything in my hair afterward. And then I noticed more of a difference not doing that than the mask itself made. So I don't know, maybe this was user error, but I would not purchase this. And finally, not to end us off on a bad note, but this old crusty sample of L'Occitane hand cream I have put in so many purses and so many travel bags over the years, and I finally just put it in my nightstand and used it one night. So this is like their signature cream. L'Occitane is very well known for their skincare. I said it before and I'll say it again, grandma scent. It is very thick and luxurious feeling, so if you want something that's fast absorbing but still really substantial, you would like the texture of these hand creams, and I'm sure they offer them in a bunch of scents more than just this classic one, but the smell of it is so, I want to say like outdated. It's very baby powder, so it's kind of neutral, but it is not my thing. If I were to use this regularly, I probably would also put some kind of perfume with it to spice it up. But I do have a lot more of samples like this sitting around, so I'll continue to use them, but knowing how expensive L'Occitane is, I don't think I'd shell out the cash for it unless it was a special scent. And that completes several months of accumulation of my empty products. I apologize, this was a lot longer than I thought it would be, so I'll keep it shorter next time. Maybe I should have cut this into 2 parts, but let me know if you enjoyed this. I enjoyed yapping. I will continue to post these if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I hope you have a good day. Oh, hi Rosie. Bye friends.